Long before humanity walked this world, there was only dust and darkness stretching across the infinite cosmos. For millions of years, gravity pulled the chaos together, drawing scattered matter into the foundation of our future home. Violent collisions shaped a new world, each thunderous impact releasing unimaginable energy, forging our planet in cosmic fire. Our Earth was born in fire, emerging from the furnace as a glowing sphere of molten rock against the void. A hellscape of magma, toxic air, and lightning stretched across the surface, a world where nothing could survive. But then, a wanderer appeared from the shadows, a Mars-sized body on a collision course with our young world. The great impact nearly destroyed our young planet. The collision so violent, it vaporized rock and shook the molten core. From the ashes of destruction, a ring of debris formed, countless fragments circling in orbit like glowing embers. And from that ring, our moon was born, gravity pulling the pieces together into our eternal companion in the sky. Over eons, the fire began to cool, the surface hardening into a primitive crust as heat escaped into space. The atmosphere thickened, and the first rains fell, water condensing in the cooling skies, beginning a deluge of millennia. It rained for thousands of years, drowning the fire, endless storms quenching the molten surface with primordial water. Earth became a water world. A global toxic ocean covered the planet, acidic and lifeless, yet full of potential. Deep below, in the warmth of volcanic vents, where superheated water met mineral-rich rock, chemistry became life. The spark of life finally flickered into existence, the first molecules organizing themselves, crossing from chemistry to biology. Simple bacteria built colonies, ruling the Earth alone for billions of years, the only living things in existence. They breathed out oxygen, changing the sky from red to blue, transforming the atmosphere into the air we breathe today. But the change was violent. The planet froze completely, ice sheets advancing until Earth became a giant snowball. Ice imprisoned the globe for millions of years, a frozen wasteland where only the hardiest life clung to survival. Until volcanoes tore through the ice, warming the world again, pumping greenhouse gases that slowly melted the frozen planet. The ice melted, and life exploded in the oceans, incredible diversity appearing in the Cambrian explosion of evolution. Creatures developed shells, eyes, and teeth for the first time, predator and prey in an ancient evolutionary arms race. Life was ready to leave the water, pioneering species venturing onto barren shores that no living thing had touched. Forests of giant ferns spread across the continents, transforming the rocky landscape into Earth's first great forests. Insects grew to massive sizes in the oxygen-rich air, dragonflies with wingspans wider than your arms ruling the skies. Strange reptiles began to claim the land, evolving from amphibians into forms that no longer needed water to survive. But nature is cruel. The Great Dying began, volcanic eruptions turning oceans toxic and choking the skies with ash. 90% of all life vanished in the blink of an eye, the greatest extinction event Earth has ever witnessed. But life is resilient. The age of reptiles dawned, new species evolving to fill the empty world left behind. Giants walked the Earth. The dinosaurs had arrived, and they would rule every continent for millions of years. Apex predators ruled with absolute power, massive tyrannosaurs and cunning raptors hunting across ancient landscapes. For millions of years, they were the masters of this world, more diverse and successful than any animals before them. But a rock from the stars was on a collision course, a mountain-sized asteroid hurtling through space toward Earth. One day, the sky fell, the asteroid striking with more force than all nuclear weapons combined, changing everything. The impact ended an era in a single second, creating a massive crater and sending shockwaves around the entire globe. Darkness and cold consumed the planet once more, ash blocking out the sun for years, temperatures plummeting worldwide. But in the shadows, small mammals survived, creatures no larger than rats hiding in burrows, waiting for their moment. As the dust settled, a colorful new world emerged, transformed and empty of giants, ready for new rulers to rise. Mammals returned to the oceans, becoming giants, whales growing larger than any dinosaur that ever walked on land. On land, mammals grew taller than the dinosaurs, strange creatures towering over the newly evolved grasslands spreading everywhere. The dense jungles receded. Grasslands appeared, spreading across continents as the climate slowly dried and cooled over time. Our ancestors were forced down from the trees, adapting to life on the ground in open environments where survival meant vigilance. They learned to stand tall to see over the grass, freeing their hands for new purposes that would change everything. They picked up stones and learned to create, fashioning crude tools to cut meat, dig roots, and defend themselves. They tamed fire, conquering the cold nights, gathering around flames that kept predators away and brought them together. They survived the crushing grip of the ice ages, adapting to harsh climates where glaciers covered half the world. They began to dream and to tell stories, painting on cave walls and passing knowledge through generations by firelight. The ice retreated. The modern world was revealed, a warming planet exposing fertile valleys where civilization would take root. We stopped wandering. We built homes, settling into permanent villages, learning to plant seeds and domesticate animals for the first time. From stone, we built civilizations that touched the sky, monuments and temples reaching toward the heavens in triumph. In a heartbeat of geological time, we conquered the globe, spreading to every continent and adapting to every climate. We built a world of glass and steel, cities glowing against the night, metropolises housing millions visible from space, and looked back at the stars from where we came, launching ourselves beyond our atmosphere to walk on the moon itself. But our rapid rise has come at a cost, the planet warming at unprecedented rates, species disappearing faster than ever. The planet is changing again, by our own hands, the climate shifting in response to our industries, and endless hunger for growth. We are but a recent chapter in a very long story, newcomers to a world billions of years older than us. Earth existed for billions of years before us, hosting countless forms of life that rose and fell in endless cycles. And it will endure long after we are gone, continuing its journey through space long after our cities crumble to dust. We are the universe experiencing itself, atoms from ancient stars, now conscious and able to contemplate our own existence. This is our history. This is, before us, the epic tale of how we came to be here, now, in this moment.